You wake up, check your phone, scroll for an hour, promise yourself today will be different. But by noon, you're back on the couch, wondering why everyone else seems to have this motivation thing figured out except you. Here's what nobody tells you. Motivation isn't something you find. It's something you build. And in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact system that took me from zero drive to unstoppable, starting with a trick that works in under 90 seconds. Let's start with the brutal truth. You've been lied to. Every motivational video you've watched, every "just do it" quote you've seen, they're missing the one thing that actually makes motivation stick, and I'll reveal what that is in just a moment. But first, you need to understand why you failed before. Most people think motivation is about willpower, so they try harder, they set bigger goals, they make dramatic declarations, and then they crash hard. I did this for years. I'd start strong on Monday, fade by Wednesday, and quit by Friday. Here's why. You're using push motivation when you need pull motivation. Push motivation is forcing yourself to do things. Pull motivation is being drawn to do things. One burns you out. The other makes you unstoppable. The missing ingredient? It's called micro-identity shifts. And before I explain exactly what that means, let me show you why your brain is fighting you right now. Inside your brain, there's a war happening. On one side, future you, the person who wants to be fit, successful, disciplined. On the other side, current you, the person who's comfortable, safe, and really likes Netflix. And here's the kicker. Current you always wins. Not because you're weak, but because your brain has a built-in identity defense system. It's called cognitive consistency, and it's the reason you self-sabotage even when you want to change. Your brain literally says, "That's not who we are. That's not what we do." And it shuts you down. This is why New Year's resolutions fail, why gym memberships go unused, why you can't stick to anything. But what if I told you there's a way to rewire this system in less than 2 minutes a day? It's ridiculously simple, almost too simple, and it's based on a psychological principle used by Navy SEALs. Before I give you that technique, you need to understand the 3-second rule, because without this, nothing else works. Picture this. Your alarm goes off for your morning workout. You have exactly 3 seconds before your brain starts negotiating. Just 5 more minutes. You can go later. You worked hard yesterday. Neuroscience shows that hesitation triggers the prefrontal cortex, your brain's excuse-making machine. But if you move within 3 seconds, you bypass it entirely. You act before you think. The 3-second rule isn't about motivation, it's about momentum. And momentum is the secret weapon nobody talks about. One small action creates the next. One push-up leads to 10. 10 leads to a full workout. Before you know it, you're someone who exercises. See that? You didn't find motivation. You created it through motion. This connects directly to those micro-identity shifts I mentioned earlier. Here's how it works. You don't become a new person overnight. You become a new person through tiny identity upgrades. Every single action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. Do one push-up, you voted for "I'm someone who exercises." Read one page, you voted for "I'm someone who reads." Say no to one distraction, you voted for "I'm someone who's focused." Most people try to change their entire identity at once. "I'm going to become disciplined," but your brain rejects it. Too big, too fake, too different from current you. Instead, you make micro shifts. You collect tiny wins. And after 30 days of tiny wins, your brain looks around and says, I guess we are that person now. This is how I went from someone who couldn't finish anything to someone who's unstoppable, not through massive overhauls, through micro shifts, one vote at a time, because you will fail. You'll miss days, you'll break streaks, and this is where most people quit. But there's a reframe that changes everything. Here's what unstoppable people know that you don't. Failure isn't the opposite of progress. It's part of progress. You think success looks like a straight line up. It doesn't. It looks like a drunk person stumbling home. Lots of zigzags, but always moving forward. When you miss a workout, you have 2 choices. Choice 1, I'm a failure, I can't stick to anything, might as well quit. Your brain says, see, told you that's not who we are. Choice 2, I missed today, that happens, I'll hit it tomorrow. Your brain says, okay, we're someone who exercises, we just missed one day. See the difference? One vote, versus one loss. Your identity isn't destroyed by one missed day. It's destroyed by the story you tell yourself about that missed day. Unstoppable people fail constantly. They just never give up their identity. They separate the action from the identity. I'm someone who exercises. I just didn't today. Now, here's the final piece that ties everything together. You can have all the motivation in the world, but if your environment fights you, you'll lose. Your environment either supports your identity or destroys it. Want to be someone who works out? Put your gym clothes next to your bed. Want to be someone who reads? Put a book on your pillow. Want to be someone who's focused? Delete social media apps. Make the right thing easy. Make the wrong thing hard. That's it. That's the whole game. I removed every obstacle between me and my goals, and I added friction to every distraction. I made it easier to be the person I wanted to become than to stay the person I was. So let me bring this all together. You use the 3-second rule to create momentum. You make micro-identity shifts through tiny daily votes. You reframe failure as part of the process, and you design your environment to support who you're becoming. That's how you go from zero drive to unstoppable, not through motivation, through systems. Start with one micro shift today, one push-up, one page, one 3-second decision. That's your first vote. Cast it, then cast another tomorrow, and another the day after. In 30 days, you won't recognize yourself. Not because you found motivation, but because you built it. Now go vote.